it's been spotted that the Boring Company has been digging kind of in between LA and Las Vegas. So the thought is that they're going to connect this up with the Las Vegas loop. And so what that will do is it'll allow vehicles to travel at 158 miles an hour. So in between LA and the Vegas loop, in theory, allegedly.
That is a long way.
It is a long
really
way.
Is. That really is a long way.
Does anybody know where Adelanto is? Because I do. I can tell you.
I saw it on a map once. When the article
So we're
came
talking
across.
about 300 miles between LA and Vegas, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking Adelanto is just next to Victorville. It's about 100 miles outside of Vegas, or 100 miles outside of Los Angeles. It's about 200 miles from Vegas.
Yeah.
What's the longest tunnel that the Boring Company has completed to date?
The LA loop.
And that was 0.7 of a mile?
Something like that, times 2.
Took them how long?
A little while.
That sounded like a vague answer.
All I'm going to say,
just like the vague
months.
music.
there's 2 words for this. Stock pump.
But Musk hasn't brought it up. So this was people who found it.
Right. It was a
controlled leak.
Yeah.
It was a leak.
Right.
Not like
A
that
leaky
Panasonic.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Yes. So
I will admit, I have no idea what they're doing in Victorville,
yeah.
but connecting LA to Vegas.
I mean, that's billions of dollars.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be billions. But if it is that, as it is alleged, then that would save you having to go deal with the airport to get between LA and Vegas. And somebody did the math in the comments, and it came out to be, what is it, a $50 savings over the airplane?
And man, would Tesloop be pissed if
Yes.
that's actually happened.
Or would they love it because they can pay that fee? You ride with them, and then you have to own your own Tesla to ride the loop, and you can get rid of all that traffic.
I say
Tesloop will love it.
I say to be
It's
a
not going to happen. It's like,
I
where are we going to put
am
this?
going to put this with, hey, we can make a delicious fat and sugar-free chocolate. This concept.
Speaking of this week in
Cheesecake
miracles,
will be fabulous, and sugar.
Okay. So I got a couple truth bombs I want to drop
Okay.
here.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
First and foremost, it would be, yes, 224.66 miles from
Okay.
LA to Vegas. The longest tunnel. Does anyone want to guess what the longest
224
tunnel,
miles between LA and Vegas?
266.
If you go straight.
according to the article?
Okay, right. If you're
Yeah.
flying, okay.
So
Yeah. Well, if you're
Or you
underground, you might as well
okay,
get
so
right.
the question on the table right now is, what is the longest tunnel? And this appears to be
6
in
miles.
the world. How many miles?
18
38.
miles.
No.
The channel?
Okay, a little more than 18.
20.
It is the Delaware Aqueduct that was.
Oh, I thought you meant traffic tunnel.
It was. No. This is just
Just a tunnel.
This is just any tunnel. It took 6 years from 1939 to 1945. It's an aqueduct, and it is a grand total of 85.1 miles. It took 6 years. Now, maybe the Boring Company's bores are considerably faster, and they could do something that is 4 times the length in less than 4 times the time. But 224 miles is a very long tunnel. And are they going to verify your state of charge before you get in this tunnel?
Yeah, because I can
Yeah,
imagine
if
they
you
only
run
have.
out, you're going to piss off everybody behind you.
Yeah, I can imagine they only have.
Oh, you're not going to piss them off. You're just going to
Just
straight up
random. So
stop.
I imagine that they'll have either 3 or 4 tunnels instead of 2 because of these situations. Like if something happens, you don't want to snarl up all of that.
Okay, and so they better have simultaneous boring. They better come at it from both sides. They better have all this, because if it took 6 years to do 80 miles, it's going to take decades to do
And
200.
who's going to pay for the tunnel?
Boring company will pay for it, and then they'll charge you a toll.
So
So
just sell another bunch of hats. They'll be good.
yeah, more hats, more
Right.
not a flamethrowers. But
Not a
short
flamethrower.
shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
their
Huge
their
profit
goal
in
their
that.
goal is continuous bore. So does this mean they're getting close? If what they allege is correct, because
And then
you don't
what
want to have to
about
stop
right
and
away? It's like, whose land are they going to tunnel under, and who's going to pay for that land rights?
so the question then with the tunnels is it the same way with the air? Once you go to a certain depth, it doesn't matter anymore.
Conundrum.
Yeah, probably.
Was it
not.
500 feet for air? What is it for underground? Does it exist yet?
I'm sure,
I'm sure
does.
there's something
sure
with,
that's
with
come
regard to
up.
mineral rights.
Yeah,
But let's be clear: the Boring Company doesn't drill half a mile down
not yet.
to run their horizontal tunnels. Okay,
Right.
nobody does.
Nobody.
It's-
Well, you heard it here first,
Mining companies
folks.
do.
It is a partnership with the lizard people from Hollow Earth who will bring the technology up to help Elon Musk create a 200 and whatever the fuck length tunnel. So people in Las Vegas.
Well,
no, people in
we
Los
have
Angeles
two
can go to
reporters in
Vegas.
California. Who's closest to Victoriaville?
Could be Russell.
There you go.
Okay, so
This is
Russell,
the-
you need to go out to that hole and find out what's going on. Interview some people.
pick
Figure
up
out
a
what's
shovel.
going on.
This
Yeah.
wasn't to be released on April 1st, and it got
yeah, exactly.
So
This
where,
is a draft.
where are you guys going
The-
with that hole? That's my
I mean, I
journalism.
can understand tunneling under Barstow, California, because it's a shithole already.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, wait. What do you got about Barstow? It is a shithole.
It's
Wait,
like the
literally
meth
with all the
capital
cows,
of
right?
California.
Although I did actually register one of my vehicles in Barstow. That's a long story that we're not going to get into.
While you were buying
So-
some meth.
I bought
Jeez.
I bought a motorcycle in Las Vegas and I registered in Barstow on the way back to California because the Barstow
The
DMV
first DMV.
was literally like a trailer and there was no one there. So it was like an invitation.
Yeah.
I thank you guys not to mock our I-5 corridor culture of meth in trailers.
Well, Barstow's not on I-5.
No, Barstow's on 15.
Yeah, but it's like
The
it
same
spreads
thing.
out.
Yeah.
It's a giver.
Yeah.
It disperses into the ether.
So the big news about the continuous bore is that right now every boring company in the world right now they bore for a minute and then they stop and then they seal up their tunnel and then they go and they bore for a minute and they seal up, and some of them even have another phase in the middle where they take the dirt out. Some of them seal and take the dirt out at the same time. So this, if it's alleged as the story is written, would be a world first.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they can do it. Clearly, it's a test for something, and they just went out in the middle of nowhere to do it, and cheers to them.
Hoping none of us would find it, and then
Yeah, I think
well.
the idea that it's a connecting tunnel between LA and Vegas is,
Might be a bit
Like-
far-fetched.
yeah, why didn't somebody just go, you know what, that's just stupid. I'm not going to run with that.